Michelle, Freya, and Shirley. And our topic is dating and mate selection. And it's our outline. And first, I'm going to talk about generation difference in mate selection. 60 years ago, if you are of married age, and when you choose your partner, your mate, you have to base on your parents' opinion. But now, we have more freedom to search for mates by ourselves. And why do we date? As we know, dating was developed in the 20th century, and dating is an opportunity for us to interact and learn about each other. We can realize ourselves and also know this kind of person is suitable for us or not. And dating builds time between puberty and marriage. And it can also improve our social skills, and when we get along with other people we can get along with other people in different settings, and to have fun and enjoy the companionship of others, and making the right selection. And its filter theory is a process of mate selection, and we can use a filter to find a possible mate. And through this filter, we can also screen our unsuitable marriage partners. And if the person who can pass through the filter, then he or she can be our partner or have one. And the first label is propinquity filter, which means geography proximity. Most people can form a relationship with other people close geographically. It's much easier for them to meet or get along with other people. So it's the first label. And the second one is attraction filter, that people are more likely to be attracted to the person who looks similar to them or who has similar personality. And next one is the homogamy filter. Most people like to contact with people who from similar social background, and it's including age, education, and religion, and so on. And next one is compatibility filter, which is similar to homogamy filter. Then we also like to get along with the people who have same values and same needs with us. And next one is trial filter and decision filter, to see the person is the right choice. And when we look for the partner, they are selected on certain characteristics, and we will pass them through a filter and as you can see, the filter becomes more and more small, becomes smaller and smaller until we can find a person who we want to marry or date with. And filter theory is a process to find our mate, but why we need and want a mate. So we are going to introduce Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Abraham Maslow is the influential psychologist in 1950s and 1960s, and he has a theory called pyramidal hierarchy of need. So what is pyramidal hierarchy of need? It's a 5-stage model, from the most fundamental one, physiological needs at the bottom and self-actualization at the top. So let's see each stage individually. So the easiest one at the bottom is physiological need. It's for human survival, and such as air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, and reproduction. So without them, the other needs cannot follow up. It means that if people didn't satisfy this need, they can't move on to the other stage. And once this stage is satisfied, people can move on to the next level of need, which are for safety and security. And this need is about keeping people safe, such as personal security, employment, resources, health, and property. And the third stage of needs is for love and belonging. It refers to interpersonal and involves feelings of belonging, love, and affection, as well as for a relationship with family and friends. So And once after the more basic needs have been satisfied, esteem needs, this esteem needs takes an important part. It becomes important to the individual. These are needs that develop a concern with getting relationship or recognition, status, respect from others. And the most difficult stage is self-actualization. This stage refers to what a person's full potential and realizing the potential, a desire to become the most that one can be. So the most difficult on the top and the easiest as the bottom. So the higher stage it is, the more difficult to achieve. So, and when the deficit need is satisfied, activities habitually direct to the unsatisfied need. Because the basis of Maslow theory is that people are motivated by the unsatisfied need. So because we still have unsatisfied need, so that we can keep going on. And Maslow initially stated that people should satisfy the lower need before they go up to the higher need. But he later refined the theory. He stated that the order of hierarchy isn't rigid. It's possible to move back and forth between the different types of need. Because it means that because people are often disrupted by the failure, such as divorce or loss of job. So because of this failure, it may cause an individual to fluctuate between different levels of hierarchy. So far we have two theories. So let's go back to the question, why we need and want a mat? Because the hierarchy of needs in a relationship, Maslow stated that we select partner based on need. Because the relationship is in the third stage. Love and belonging. And for example, individuals whose childhood weren't nurtured tend to be attracted to those who satisfy that need. It means that if a person who didn't have a good relationship, he didn't satisfy the third stage, love and belonging, in their childhood, in the future, they tend to find someone who can satisfy the relationship, the third stage for him. So we told you that we have two theories. One is filter theory and one is hierarchy of need. But we have a doubt. Are these two theories true? Do people really filter the health one based on homogamy? Homogamy is the theory that people filter homogamously, and people really select the health one to be complementary to him or her. According to Merstein's filter theory, he said that people prefer similar one. So to compel our doubt, we made a questionnaire about male and female college students selecting the health one.
We designed some questions for both female and male college students about selecting their health one. And finally, we received 55 replies from females and 56 replies from males. And you can see we have list totally 11 questions for them to answer. So let's take a look at our results. Okay, the first question is about which one is the most important condition for them to find the health one. And before I show you the results, I want you guys can guess first. We have figure, personality, behavior, appearance, age, and height. And what do you think? Which one is the most important condition for them to find the health one? And you can have the answer in your mind. So let's take a look at our results. Okay, you can see most of them choose personality. They think personality is their most important condition to find the health one. And you may be curious about what kind of personality do most of them like. And you can see, for females, most of them choose they like humorous, mature, and thoughtful boys. And almost 60% of them choose they like humorous boys. And boys, if you don't really have these three kinds of personality, it's okay. Because you can see, there are a few girls that choose like male chauvinists, rely on other people and sociable. So maybe your right girl is in this small part. Okay, for males, for most of the male, they like thoughtful and outgoing girls. Almost 70% of them choose they like thoughtful girls. Next. Then this question is about which one is the second important condition for them to find a have one, and you can see most of them choose behavior. They think behavior is the second important condition to choose the have one. And you can see compared to female, most of the males they choose appearance. 30% of them choose appearance. So you can see compared to females, most of the males they care about the appearance of the girls. Okay. Then you may be curious about what is the worst behavior for most of them cannot tolerate. And you can see for males, most of them choose both player and selfish girls. They cannot tolerate these two kinds of girls. And for most of the females, they cannot tolerate player boys. Almost 70% of them choose this one. Next. Okay, this question is about which one is their third important condition for them to find a have one. And you can see for males, most of them choose appearance. They think appearance is the third important condition to find a have one. And for female, they not only choose the appearance but also the height. So you can see for females, they care about their have one's height. Then you may be curious about what is their height preference. For females, most of them, almost 75% of them choose they want their have one taller than them. Okay, how about appearance? Okay, for most of the males, they choose they like cute girls, and about 30% of them choose they like beautiful girls. And for females, most of them choose they like handsome and aesthetic type of the boys. Almost 70% of them choose they like handsome boys. Yes. And then this is about the figure. And for males, most of them choose they like bootylicious and petite girls. And for females, they think ordinary will be okay. So you can see, for most of the female, they think the figure of their have one ordinary will be okay. They don't really care about it. Okay, this one is about the age selection, and I think this is the most interesting part of the result because this result is out of my expectation. So I want you guys can guess first. Okay, now ladies, it's your time. Can you guess what is the result for most of the boys when it comes to choosing the age of the have one? What do you think? What is the answer for this green part? Okay. If you think most of them like the girls older than him, please raise your hand. Okay, no one. Okay, how about same age? You think most of them like the same age girls? Okay, thank you. How about younger than him? You think most of them like the girls younger than him? Okay, there are lots of people. Okay, how about no preference? You think most of them think they don't really care about the age of the have one? No one. Okay, let's see the results. You can see most of them, almost 60% of them choose they don't really care about their have one age. Yes, so it's so interesting. Okay, now boys, it's your time. You guess what is the result for most of the girls when it comes to choosing the age of their have one? If you think most of the girls they like the boy older than her, please raise your hand. No one? Okay. How about same age? You think most of them choose they like the same age girls? One? Okay. How about younger than him? You think most of them choose they want their girls they want their boys younger than her? No one? Okay, how about no preference? You think most of them, they don't really care about it. Okay, I think you guys have the answer in your mind. Okay, thanks. Okay, the answer is most of them choose they want their boys older than her. Yes, and almost 55% of them choose this, and 36% of them choose they don't really care about their age of their age. Yes. Next is Shelley.
Here are the last two questions, and these two questions are more related to the authority. And the first one is, on the premise of love, will you want your half one to become complementary or similar to your interest, background, self-qualification, and needs? And you can see both boys and girls choose, they prefer the complementary. And next is, the last question is, on the premise of marriage, will you want half one want to be complementary and or similar to your interest, background, self-qualification, and needs? And you can see, as it's same to the last question, and both men and women choose they prefer the similar, and between the boys there is a more different gap. And we found new discoveries because I sent this questionnaire to my friends from China, and there are some difference between the results in Taiwan. And the first, there are many differences. I just choose some of them. And the first one is can you see the words? Is the highest, and the height choose, and most about 60% girls choose more than 180.